Hello everybody and welcome to Fire Force Season 2, Episode 3 Anime Review. In this week's episode, we met what is probably the fifth pillar. They never actually outright confirm it, but no, the person talked to her. No, never mind, I'm talking bollocks. Yeah, she's the fifth pillar. So yeah, that happened. She is fine at the moment, I guess. She's got a big personality, let's go with that. And yeah, some other stuff happened. A big old war is about to start. Not a war, just a big battle. At what point does a big battle become a war? That's the real question. But anyway, let's jump into this episode, see exactly how it all went down and everything. Let's do this. Shinra wakes up after the incident that just occurred. Hormea, right? She was controlling those other dudes to attack him when, Shinra got taken over as well. She was behind the other guys, that's fair enough. Hormea also found out about the new pillar due to this thing that happened. Shinra relays info to the captain, not his captain, the captain of the branch they're at. I can't actually remember the number right off the top of my head. Was it the 6th or was it the 3rd? It was the 6th, right? I can't actually remember off the top of my head. Oh well, it's not that important to the episode. Shinra, on the way back, apologizes to Arthur, who attacks him because imposter. Shinra would never be so agreeable, I think is what he said. So obviously you're a fake, so I'm going to kill you now and get the real Shinra back. It's not exactly how it went down, but it's pretty much how it went down. Shinra decides, hey, we got to protect the fifth dollar burst. We can't let the evangelists get their hands on him. That's not going to be good. Obi goes to meet with the head of the Fire Force, I guess. He's the chief of everything. Basically saying we need to unite the brigades against the evangelist. And the chief is just like, no, you don't have enough proof for that. No, I'm sorry, that's not a thing you can do. He actually seems alright. He was like, no, we can't let any more people die later on. So there's that too. So the 8th are left to do it by themselves, again, as they have been. You'd think some of their friends would be like, yeah, I'm in. Like, you think like the 5th and the 7th would just be like, yeah, whatever, we'll help out. Maybe that's how it's going to go. But yeah, then we meet Pink Girl. She's called Inca. We learn from her classmate, I guess, who just isn't important. Like, all her classmates have like regular hair, and then she's got bright bit pink hair. And I'm like, yeah, I wonder which one's the main important character. It's the pink one. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. The pink-haired girl's the important one. She smells something. She like sniffs like that, like I just did. Pretend that was intentional. It wasn't. She can smell fire. I don't mean like she can smell fire. She can smell fire before the fire shows up. So she can predict where they're going to show up. She has lackeys too. These two other guys. I'm confused exactly as to why she has them, because as far as I'm concerned, they didn't really do any. I mean, I guess they helped get the old man out, but they didn't really do much. I don't think they earned 20% of the keep, is what I'm saying. We'll get to that in a minute, though. She can smell the upcoming fires, as I said, and they put masks on, and it's like, oh crap, those aren't masks to protect the world from their virus. They're burglary masks. These people, they're not good guys, but they're not bad guys. They're sort of anti-heroes, I guess. I think that's the route they're going to go down with them. More on that shortly. Inca breaks into the house that is just set on fire, basically tells the homeowner, hey, I'll save your life if you give me money. And the dude eventually is like, fine, whatever, sure. And that's what happens. They get money from him and save his life, which is a bit of a scummy profession, I'm going to be honest, but hey, there's only so many ways to make money. No, that's not what I meant at all. Jesus Christ, no, don't do that. Don't. But yeah, then she doesn't have any flame powers of herself. She can't control flames. She can't produce flames. All she can do is predict flames. She reckons she's a 4th generation, which I don't think that's accurate considering what happens in a minute. But she knows when they're going to break out. But then we get her backstory, I guess. During the Great Fire of 2 years ago, she was really happy. She felt alive because she's one of them thrill seekers. Except thrill in this case is going into burning buildings and dangerous places. Don't do that. That's when she got her power to sense the thing, and that's how she escaped the fire, basically, because she could tell where they were all going to burst out from. so she had nothing to worry about, basically. It's a pretty helpful power for surviving, as we find out again later on as well. Then, she, as I said, she's a thrill seeker, only feels alive in danger. She has a vision of the spooky girl, the first pillar, I assume. Basically, the first pillar saying, haha, danger's about to be born. Shinra also hears a voice from the first pillar saying, what does he say? Basically, yeah, the pillar's about to be born too. Inca hears the voice saying, danger's going to be born, and Shinra hears about the pillar. Yeah, that's right. Then the 8th, Inca sees, no, then she sees, right, she looks out and is like, boy, that's a lot of fires. Sorry, I got lost a bit there. A lot of fires about to break out. It looks like it's going to be hell. The 8th begin their deployment because Shinra got his message or whatever, and he was like, let's roll out. And they roll out, and they're talking about her, basically they sussed out that it's her that's the 5th pillar. Like, fair play to their reconnaissance team, or whoever was doing that. I guess it would be Victor. Fair play to him. But yeah, then, a load of fires break out. Pretty cool scene where she's like conducting the explosions. Like, I got a feeling she's not completely right in the head, in the nicest possible way. And then Shinra is like, we gotta save her, can't let the evangelist get her. But meanwhile, she's just there like, da, 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 da. It probably looks like she's setting them off, even though she's not at all. At least I hope she's not. I hope she's not actually been setting them off this whole time. Like, that would be... Boy, that would not be good, would it, if she's actually behind it? That would be bad. I hope that's not it. The 8th begin operations. They split up into teams to deal with the Infernals, go find her, look out for the Evangelists people. They've got a lot of different jobs they got to do at once. Shinra is the one who's looking for her, basically, because he's the main character, basically. Her lackeys, back to her lackeys think, this is way too dangerous. She's like, let's go get a load of money. And they're like, are you insane? Look at all that fire over there. I'm not doing that. We're just normal people. And then she's like, oh, well, I guess I'll do it myself then. And they're like, hang on, we're not going to let you go by yourself. That's insanity right there. And then Hormeyer and the White Clad, they locate her. So one of them shows up. His name is Charon, I think. Yeah, he shows up to get her and decimates her lackey. But the whole right side of his body was just not there anymore. Like, there's a lot of blood, and I was like, damn, that came out of nowhere a little bit. Like, what the hell? And she looked terrified. She was like, oh my god, I'm going to die here. She was either terrified or she was excited. And I'm really hoping it was terrified, but I'm not actually sure. But yeah, then there's she's being recruited. He's trying to recruit her, like, hey, come join our team. He's giving them the whole speech when someone's outside your door, and they're like, hey, come on, sign up for our whatever. And it's like, I go away, no. Yeah, she now has an ability. It turns out, a firepower. She sees the lines, and there's a start button, and she has to like trace it to the end, and then it makes an explosion. Sort of reminds me of, oh man, no one's gonna get this reference. Sort of reminds me in Tsukihime, where he could like see the lines, and he like cut the lines, and the thing just fell apart. Sort of like that. Which, if people got that reference, fair play to you, because I'm not expecting it. But yeah, that's sort of what it reminded me of. So she sort of like is playing around with it, and like accidentally sets off an explosion while he's talking. Like, she wasn't even trying to like hurt him at that point, but she just was, oh, I wonder what this does. Boom, and it's like, oh, Then she obviously did start. She ran away as well. Also, her sensing ability lets her properly dodge. Like, she can sense he's using his powers. Slight heat. She's like, what? Dodge. Oh no, she's still in trouble. There's a lot of them. Who comes to save the day? It's the bloody hero, isn't it? It's Shinra. Shinra shows up and is like, hi there, 5th pillar. I am Shinra, 4th pillar. Nice to meet you. It's not exactly how it goes. I think the other dude actually says he's the 4th pillar, but hey, you know how it goes. She says something along the lines of, hey, I'm not going into custody. Like, Shinra, choose your words better. Be like, hey, do you want to come help? You want to come join my pillar club? It's just me at the moment. But, we have cakes. I don't know, that's how you recruit people, right? You offer cakes. I've seen enough movies to know that's how it goes. And then they do like a war dance on Shinra, and he gets pummeled a little bit, and, there's not too much of a fight here because the fight doesn't end. I'm just going to let you in on that now. And then he's like, no way am I running away. I'm going to protect her. And that was where the episode ended. So, yeah, it was good. It was enjoyable. I liked meeting Inca. I'm enjoying season 2 way more than season 1. I wonder if that's just me. It makes me kind of want to rewatch season 1 because I may have been too harsh on it. But I'm not going to do that right now. So yeah, I like this episode. I like Inca. I think she could be really interesting if she, because I don't think she's joining either side. I think she's going to be like a third party, like nah, anti-hero. I'll do what I want, basically. And like she'll escape somehow, and I don't know how. But I don't see her following anyone's orders, if that makes sense. She seems a bit of a loose cannon, and I guess, I mean, if she's on her own, as long as she doesn't get caught, it's fine, right? And then she'll show up at like the most opportune times and steal the show. Be like, I'm gonna fight all of you now, or she'll be like, I'm just gonna help the good guys today. You know, she'll do whatever she wants. I can see that definitely being a thing that happens. Other than that, though, her lackey got I was not expecting him to get blown apart. That was mental. Like, that was insane. I was like, oh, the dude, what's the dude's name? What's Arthur doing? He's after Plasma Girl? Which one was Plasma? I said girl, but don't actually remember. Plasma person. They were on about that earlier. That's what Arthur's up to, so I'm going to assume that's going to be a fight that happens probably next week or starts next week, because, you know, you've teased us now. You can't have Arthur not fight him. That would be ridiculous. But yeah, hopefully Shinra doesn't get completely destroyed. That's what, if she gets taken, I mean, I guess then we could do a rescue arc as well. Who knows? Not me, that's for sure. But anyway, in summary, it was another good episode. We've gone 3 weeks without a Tamaki incident. I'm going to feel sad when we get to a point where she has an incident, because it's been great. It's been great not having her incidents. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. That would help me out a lot. I will see you next week for another episode of this. Take care, and bye guys.